Welcome to our channel, Funko Fans of India. Hope you're all doing good. So, today we are back with another topic called What Decides the Value of the Funko Pops. This is very important for any person who want to become a hobbyist because that will give him a rough idea of how much he can pay to a Funko Pop. I mean, not to end up paying excess or not to bargain too low. So, this is very important. What decides the value of the Funko Pop and how to see it, that I have covered in previous videos. So, let's start with stickers. Stickers do decide the value of the Funko Pop. There are few Funko Pops which is front of you, as I have taken you through the Funko Shop exclusive KFC already. That is KFC Colonial Sanders with the Funko Pop exclusive sticker. So this sticker also matters a lot. This will say that this was bought in Funko Shop itself. So this pop is not valued too much, but usually certain limited edition numbers Funko Shop exclusive is this sticker is also valued more. Now comes FYE exclusive. So this is FYE exclusive sticker. So this also values more. Usually what happens is these pops are available only in FYE store, like this is Amazon exclusive. But certain number of pieces, nowhere the Funko guarantees you this is produced in limited numbers. No, it just says Amazon exclusive. So this is exclusive to Amazon. But this is kind of weird. This Amazon exclusive is available on Australian websites also. So in Australian website, it will not be coming as Amazon exclusive, whereas it will be coming as special edition. I've already showed you that sticker, I guess. Let me take a pop. Yeah, you can see that special edition. When the same pop is being put on sale in any Australian websites like Aussie or Pop Culture, the same sticker which is Amazon exclusive or FYE exclusive, these comes with that special edition sticker which I showed you right now. That's actually weird, but these pops are valued more than that special edition sticker, little bit here and there more. Okay, and there is limited edition stickers and there are con exclusive stickers. This is a con exclusive sticker. This is, you can see here, New York Comic Con limited edition. This is a con exclusive sticker. And the same pop with this stickers, the same pop with this sticker, this is called a shade exclusive. That's a con exclusive, this is shade. This pop is valued $10 or $20 less than that value, that Funko Pop, because this Funko Pop has Comic Con sticker. Now what is the difference between this Comic Con and this shade exclusive sticker? The Comic Con sticker means that pop was bought going to New York Comic Con. So this was not sold in any website, or a person can sell the same pop in secondary market like eBay or through Funko Pop groups. Like we have our own Funko Pop group in India, Funko Fans of India. The same way there are group across abroad. Over there a person can sell if he had attended the Comic Con and he wants to sell. But this is always valued higher than the shade. Then what is the meaning of shade? These shade stickers are sold on websites. These shade stickers, the same pop is been sold on any other US website or in Australian website. Those come with shade sticker. Shade sticker is valued less than the Comic Con, but if they sell you with this special edition sticker, it is valued even less. So that's how the sticker of the pop denotes the value, and that's very important. So we should buy the pop depending upon the sticker, because some people are not that sticker crazy, even in abroad and even in India. They say it's okay if I get a pop 1000 or 2000 less, I'm okay to compromise with these stickers and all that. They basically depend upon the collector. So some people doesn't agree. No, we want Comic Con sticker itself, they say. So is the only sticker which decides the price of the Funko Pop? No, there is something called as demand. Demand means a fan craze. If certain character is loved by fans, so it's higher chances that the Funko Pop's price is gonna raise. So particular character, like somebody likes Berlin from Money Heist, and there is a hype for a Berlin character, and Funko releases Berlin Funko Pop. So yes, the Funko Pop prices may hit, it may skyrocket. It's not necessary that it will reach uh, the thing, but you can expect, yes, it can, but that's not a for sure short that it will reach. So we cannot say like that. Whether the pop is in production means, is the pop vaulted means the production has been totally stopped. Funko no more produces that character. That's called as vaulted. I mean, not that character, means that particular design of the character is no more produced. Cannot say that the particular character itself is not produced. Like here it is a mermaid man. This one is not vaulted. That means mermaid man in this shape can get restocked. That can be done by a Funko, or it will be restocked in future, or but this particular design which is there, like holding hands, this can be made by Funko. It's not vaulted, but it can produce once again the same thing in future or after 5 months, 6 months. That's what it says. But if it is vaulted, there was one pop from Thor Ragnarok, Heimadal pop is vaulted. That means Heimadal pop may come in future, but not in the particular design. That design would be different. So that will also decide the value of the pop. All of a sudden, people will start feeling that we want Heimadal pop, but the production is stopped. The prices may go up. So that also, and it's vice versa. So that is there. And there is also one more situation in Funko Pop collecting which peaks the price like hell. This I can, and then I have given the definition like pseudo demand situation. It's not a true demand but a pseudo demand. What happens in USA, but this doesn't work in Indian context, is purely to USA, because over there flipping and scalping works. I also flip, but not the way like uh not the way like what happens in US. In US, what happens, certain figure gets so much of boom and hyped up. Like there was one of the Funko Pop in which got hyped up, that is Ghostbuster Blacklight Funko Pop got so much of fan craze that all the flippers and scalpers, they just wanted to take as many of the pieces as they can so that they can flip it on the day. Like just imagine the $40 Funko Pop is being purchased in 10-20 numbers by a single person. That person is a flipper or scalper. He will buy $40 Funko Pop, like 10 or 20 or 30. I don't know how people buy in such a huge quantities, but they do buy. And they will start selling it because there is now a demand and there is a shortage. This shortage is not actual shortage. This shortage is being created by scalpers or flippers who buy very much exceedingly extra quantities like 10, 20, 30. So there is no 30. I mean, if one person takes 30 quantity, just imagine there are 30% like that. Easily there will be 30 or 40 flippers. So almost 100 to more than 100 plus pops are with these scalpers only. These people will raise the price of the pop by creating a pseudo demand. It's not a true demand. This demand has been created by flippers and scalpers. So it will peak like a hell because there is a shortage of item. So what they will do, $40 retail price, they will just stock 10. So on each Funko Pop, they will make $30. Then straight, it is just $300 in a day. So that's a very easy, quick buck for them. So they try to earn quick buck. So that will impact the price of the pop. So that's a pseudo demand. That's not a true demand, and it's not gonna last for too long. When the craze is obviously down, the price will go down. Another thing which hampers the price of the Funko Pop is restock. restock happened with so many Funko Pops, like My Hero Academia Dabby. Dabby was the most sought out pop. That character Dabby in My Hero Academia show was most sought out pop. But what Funko did it? It restocked in Funko Europe. So what was going for $150, it slowly came down to $100. The same thing happened with Medusa Pop. Medusa was like a grail, super grail, 1 or 130. All of a sudden, Funko restocked it, and the price fell to 60 to 70, $90 like that, which was going for 150 or 140. That is also gonna impact the Funko Pop's price. Next thing, what impacts the Funko Pop price is redesigning. Redesigning is the same character, after few years, it's been made either better or the design is changed. The best example for this is Dexter and Johnny Bravo. Johnny Bravo was revealed in 2018. We can say that is an original form of that OG. And again, now it has been released because I missed in 2018. I myself have ordered almost 2 sets of Johnny and Dexter. And the Johnny which is been redesigned and released now in 2021 is far better than the one which was released in 2018. It was Funko Shop exclusive, a limited edition. But what Funko did is very smart strategy to to churn the business or to do the business. That's what I say. Since the Johnny Bravo, which they released in 2018, was Funko limited edition, like you can see now KFC Colonial Sanders is. What they did is they added a comb and a mirror for the Johnny Bravo, which they have released now. So the limited edition was not released. I mean, the design was changed and released, but this design was far better than the design which they released in 2018. So Johnny, which was released in 2018, which was running for $150, $160, I can see almost it is now $90. In few days it will go to $50 or $60 also, no wonder. I don't think so it will go, but if it goes also, no wonder. Same happened with Itachi Pop. Itachi with kunai knife was released few years back. Now Box Lunch exclusive Itachi with a flying crows, which is a better design of the same Itachi which was released few years back. Now everybody are gonna run behind the Itachi which has crow instead of Itachi which had just a kunai knife. So that is the thing. Next thing is outdatedness. There was a hype for certain pop for so many years, and then the fan craze may die down. The same which happened with Pennywise. And so many other certain shows like Stranger Things. The pop was very popular when Stranger Things was there on the Netflix. Now it has not been even recognized. So outdatedness can also impact the pops. There is no demand, there is no necessity. Pennywise is an excellent example. When I started collecting way back in 2018, Pennywise Chase was going for $120, $150. Now Pennywise Chase Pop is going for $30 and nobody is ready to buy. Because at that time, hit film had released and Pennywise got a huge hype. So all the Pennywise Pop were going for so high prices. But now Pennywise Pop, any version, any design of Pennywise Pop has come down. So there is no fan craze, there is no popularity, it has gone. Another big thing is, you can say that inter-rivalry. You can call what to say inter-rivalry means. Funko's own line is competing with another line of collection. Like, for example, how can I make you people understand is, just assume this Mermaid Man is a Funko Pop. So there is a new line which is coming, that is sodas. So this usually happens. So Funko has decided now to release the soda of same Mermaid Man. So some people who cannot afford a Mermaid Man for example, it's going for $100. Just assume it. Now Funko has announced that it is gonna release a soda of Mermaid Man, which is way cheaper than the $100. That is, a retail price of a Funko soda is somewhere $12 to $15, something like that. So when people get to know that the soda has been released on the same character, uh, the pop they may not like anymore. They will say, I will go to Funko Soda only, which is way better than the Funko Pop. So this is called inter-rivalry between two lines. I have seen this happening with many of the pop. When people cannot buy Popeye Funko Pop, and Funko announces they are releasing Popeye soda, so everybody wanna go for a Popeye soda instead of a Popeye Funko Pop. So that means it defeats its own prices by, because Funko's new line is getting a popularity than what. So some people who are hardcore fan of the Funko Pops, they may not go to soda, but soda is also taking very huge popularity and craze among the collectors, just like Funko Pop, because it is in limited edition. The Funko Pop Popeye, there is no guarantee how much it is being produced, and there is no assurance by Funko that it will not be produced. So the person who is holding Funko Pop of Popeye has no guarantee that he can flip it or he can keep it. But if a Funko Soda Popeye has come, there is a guarantee, at least as of now. I don't know what happens in future. As of now, the person who holds Funko Soda has a guarantee it's only 7,500 pieces being produced. So there's no higher pieces being produced by Funko. So yes, obviously when you are getting a limited edition, limited pieces assurance for the $15 which you are gonna pay, and the same $15 for Funko Pop, obviously a wise person would opt for a Funko Soda rather than a Funko Pop. So the Funko Soda defeats the price of the Funko Pop. So that also will impact the price of a Funko Pop. How many sodas are released and what sodas characters are released, and the same character which has a Funko Pop, it may lose the price. It may lose its value because the Funko Soda was released. That's how things work. In coming video, I will try to capture what is the situation of Funko hobby in India, and after that I will be covering the topic what annoys a Funko Pop collector in India. So we shall meet in next video. Till then, keep watching our video, and if you like the channel, subscribe, and also kindly support us on Funko Fans of India Facebook group, and like our Facebook page Funko Fans of India. Thank you, sir. Thank you, people. See you all. Take care.